The Katha of the 9-day Ram. Katha is going on. The central element is Manas, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Today we are entering the dialogue of the 8th day. Then we are all happy because the blessed land of India, where the Bhagirathi Ganga flows continuously, and on the holy banks of this Ganges is a hermitage Paramarth Nikatan. Pujapada Muniji Maharaj, who travels all over the world while staying in this hermitage, has great love for our revered and my platform. My salutations at his feet, our venerable Sadhvi, our revered nun. Many salutations to you too. You came, you expressed your happiness, blessed us, you revered nun, and you. I was very happy when I was told that you are coming. This whole earth should be green. So you are constantly doing prayers, and the earth will be green with trees and water, and by taking these two main tasks, and many good deeds associated with it. I am a witness, you are roaming around. That is why my salutations to such a hermit from the stage. You also know Gujarati. Hindi there is no question, and your English is amazing. You are speaking so beautifully. It was not a language, it was a feeling. Language is a very weak medium. If there is any most powerful medium in the world, then that is emotion. You speak with emotion. And by saying not much, there are often visits. Now I am going to do the first Katha in Rishikesh after Deepawali. Then I will see you again. The Katha was to be done at Chitrakut. We changed. We will start the new year from Rishikesh this time. If you stay there in these days, then you will definitely visit. I am very happy to have you. All of you, our Venerable Swamiji Maharaj, the Venerable Jetha Dada, and the musicians, and there are interesting 7 or 8 families, them and all of you, through my flowers and the good use of science in 170 countries. The philosophy of this Katha is being heard by everyone and everyone else. My salutations from V.S. Peeth, Jai Siya Ram. Many things, many materials. In the context of the incident, as per time, I will make good use of it as per time and knowledge. But one question that came to me yesterday, I will start today. I want to start today's dialogue from there, the question a young man has asked, Bapu, should we desire in life or not? While this is a very educated young man, and he has also entered the world of religion, so he also wrote a piece of Ashagita in it. Should one hope? Should one have desires or not? We are with you, we are living beings, and we keep wishing, but I have only this much modesty to wish. By wishing, man must have evolved. Now do this, now do this, now do this. It is good if desire leads a person towards development. And even if he preaches 1,000,000 preachers, the desire does not leave. What should we desire? What should we do? We should decide with conscience what kind of desire. But one prayer should be a prayer from me. Pray, do a lot, Shankar Bhai. Wish a lot. But do not be jealous. One thing, desire will become nectar. Desire will become kalptaru. Definitely have desire. Who am I to stop? I being a householder monk. I beg you that much. I beg from you that do not be jealous. No, Paraspar Devo Bhava. In Ramcharit Manas, a saint and God Rama met. Then their thoughts matched. Paraspar Devo Bhav. This formula is of a Ranga Avadhut, a saint of Gujarat. Paraspar Devo Bhav. The formula of the kingdom of Rama is that all men do mutual love. The first thing is to have the desire, and definitely do it. After the results are done, you should decide with your conscience that the desires are definite or excessive. But I should only say that do not be jealous. Now add some things from my side. You didn't ask. Your talk ends here. One other thing. It is very good if you can give up alcohol for yourself, for your family, for your health, for your mentality. It is very good if you give up alcohol. But I will not say that you should give up alcohol. I will request you to give us the alcohol also. Pay attention. Do not misinterpret. But I pray so much that if you give us the alcohol, then it is very good. But do give up the ego. Should give up the ego. I am God. I am big. I am that. I am knowledgeable. I am wise. Morari Bapu says, I have done so many katha. That ego should be given up. Now I should say the third thing. Dani bhai, is it allowed? Thank you. Sages and monks stay awake. That's one more thing, because their prayer at night gets ripe. But this does not mean that you are also very awake. We too are very awake. Great men keep awake. So I should not tell you to give up sleep. Sleep should be taken by a man. Everyone has their own custom. And if someone tells you to reduce sleep, wake up, wake up. Yanisha Sarbhuta, caution us by applying the name scriptures. Tulsi says, to keep awake, keep awake, keep awake. Reduce sleep. This is good. It is good. But I will not request you. You did not ask this. But you have given the seed. If you can't give up the sleep, do not worry. Leave condemnation. Gandhi Bapu, God remembered. To world famous Gandhi Bapu, remembering Einstein, Gandhi Bapu has said that give up taste. I will not say, because we taste. The taste of Krishna's name, the taste of Ramakatha. Gandhi Bapu is the world famous. He can give up taste. The Ekadashi fast you gave to the world that was there. Be fearless. Use nation-made things. All religions are equal. The glory of Bapu, Gandhi. Bapu is a world-famous personality. How can we give up the taste? Because even Tulsidas Ji had forbidden it, saying that there is no need to give up the taste. You will only eat the food offered to you. It is Lord's prasad. How much is the glory of taste in the Vallabha tradition? 56 dishes. Our Lord is a man of taste. He likes it. What is a connoisseur? He is the best connoisseur of connoisseurs. I would only request you to give up the taste, then you will be great. But I cannot give it up. Don't give up the taste. Give up the controversy. Controversy, misdemeanor, exception, it can be left out. A fifth thing, many people come to me, Bapu, leave Gujarat and settle in Delhi. This is not my subject. You can settle whenever you want. Don't hustle. When you meet, you say hi. In our Gujarat, if you say hi, they will say how it could be. When they both combine, it's hustle. I see in the morning, everyone is going somewhere, drinking king coffee and eating burgers. So much hustle. When they say hi, we don't have hi, we only have hustle. A person asks, a man, are you going to UNO? He replied, you know, that I have no visa. I can't go. Many people ask me, shall we shift to America? You should. It's good. I should only say that if you want to leave the country and go somewhere, then it is okay. Leave the country. But if you want to leave the country, then leave it. If you want to go somewhere, then leave it. Do not leave the hatred that you consider as hatred, desire, hatred. So your question was only wish. So I thought that if someone gives you 100 hours, then we have to add something and return it. So you asked the matter of wish. So I returned, gifted it. Let's come to Brahmakul, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, Gurukul, and Gokul. In these three, the entire world is submerged. So yesterday, we were communicating that Vasudev will give some 7 things to each family in front of you tomorrow. That is called that although one who has reached Brahmakul, there is no country, no time, no caste, no name, no form, no quality, no subject, no country, no time, no subject, This is what Jagadguru Adi Shankaracharya Maharaj says. He had no Brahmin caste, but we are beings. So today's story begins. I have to start with a dialogue of the most holy nectar words of Jagadguru Shankaracharya. I have written those formulas that you asked. I should recite them, and you should also pronounce them. And till this dialogue is there, we feel that we are not sitting in the hall of the United Nations, but you are sitting at the palace of Adi Shankaracharya. With that feeling, you don't know what the reason is, and there is no reason for love, but Shiva seems very lovely. Jagadguru Adi Shankar, amazing, hence every formula. Your nectar words? Vivek Chunavini, who is Brahma, has no caste. Whoever is called Shankar is considered a caste. Look at the range. Satiganga says to her dependent Panbai, "Oh Panbai," and even Manas says, Brahma has no caste, Brahma dynasty has no policy, not even policy, no policy applies to Brahm. Shankaracharya would say to him that Brahma has no caste and no descendants. Durang means far. Brahman is far from them. Beyond Brahm element Durang, away from him, far from him. Although the word Durang is adorned with many agnate words in the Sanskrit language, still, Durang means beyond, far away. There is no need. Name there is. There is no name? Yes. If he comes with the incarnation of Brahma, then we call him by the name of Rama, by the name of Krishna, although Brahm is in name and form, but he has no name, he has no form. This is a very high thing. It is not a matter of our ability. It has no form, no virtue, no defect. It is forbidden from all. The caste of Brahma, no country, no time. If you experience Brahm in this form, then there is no lineage for Brahm. Not caste, not clan, not religion, there is nothing. But we are part of Brahma, and when we think of the whole earth as family, thinking it, we are sitting with the resolve to live by understanding India, that thought then when the whole earth is our family, then when we proclaim that the family of our Vasudha caste, what is its caste? What is the caste of the earth? The caste of the world is the sun, and even its dynasty is the sun, and even its descendants are the sun. Yesterday I said that the caste runs from the father and the dynasty runs from the mother. Most often I was asked the evening that Bapu, you are a householder saint. If you are born in a Vaishnav sadhu, then your clan is a sadhu. So your dynasty is also a sadhu. I said, yes, my mother also belongs to the sadhu's clan. So our clan and dynasty both are sadhus, householders, worldly sadhus, worldly like you. So you become relevant, coordination happens. If we meet the people of our country, it's an ancient bhajan of folk scripture of Gujarat. If we meet the people of our village country, we will talk out of our hearts. If we talk about the feeling, talk about the feeling. So you are the clan and dynasty of the earth. Let me say that is the sun. The earth is of the sun dynasty. So on the earth, the landlord Rama incarnated as a Suryavanshi. One reason is the earth, the incarnation of God. Vipradhenu Surdhenu is also the name of the earth, because the earth had gone in the form of a cow to pray to God that I am suffering, I am sad. Then the earth, which is our family, the whole of the family, this sun should not explain too much. You should understand it properly. And the dynasty is also the sun. The lineage of the earth is Mars. The lineage introduces the person more. What is the lineage? It introduces the person more. The person is not identified only by the name. It is by the lineage. So in our South system, the lineage is being told, the name is given later, I am born from this lineage, I am from that lineage. So the Mars is the lineage of the earth. The lineage of the earth is Mars. Achyut is the lineage of Morari Bapu. Achit Gotrotpanna Utpannoham, which was the Achit Gotrotpanna of Krishna. That's why we call Krishna by this lineage. Achyutam, Mars is the lineage of the earth. Earth is rotating to do good in the world, and we are harassing the world. We are drying it. We are deforesting it. That's why these saints are working. They are trying to get this earth Shamla. Today I got very good news from the Lati. I was in the car, and I was told that Bapu, our father, Elder Manji Bhāe, resolved that I will give a mango tree in every house of Lati and every house next to it, 2 each. 3 each. I will give a mango tree and tell the family, save it like a child. You also do this. Give 1 or 2 trees in his courtyard who is not capable to buy, and say that you should grow it, the house which is that song. Have mercy, Lord, become one. Everyone has relationship with one. Ram in Avad, Shiva in Kashi, Kana in Vrindavan. Have mercy, you say it, son. Have Rama in every courtyard. I pray Rama, Krishna, and Shiva are there already. Have mercy, Lord, so we can see the tree in every courtyard. See a pond in every village where water is conserved. See the small dam on each river. We have already discussed that, God willing, there should not be a third war in the world, but it will happen because of water. Scientists think that this has to be done. If you listen to the story of Manas and recite Manas, then I will dance. But you do not recite and serve only the tree, serve the water. If you serve the people, then I will not dance. I will do a mad dance. I say I will do it down there. You want that guy. You want Baba to dance. Not now. Do this, my flowers, my pigeons. And that work this saint is doing. Wherever he goes, he gives the tree of Rudraksha. When someone goes to his hermitage, a bowl of the world is where you do the anointing on the world with Ganges water. That's the message. Why anointing? Because the world is becoming dry. And I like the resolution of the Manji Bapa of Lati. He is making his old age better. He is a fallen leaf now. Someone told me in a car that this is happening. Every elder should do this. And we have to make that resolution for ourselves. That is our Manji Bapa. Boys, you also should plant trees. Came planting, but also pour water it. Someone plants a tree with. By my hand, I say that whenever I have. And I went to see whether the plant has become fruitful and flowering or not, whether they have preserved it or not. You just took a photograph, Bapu planted a tree, and then if you do not take care of it, then it is not right. Everyone should care, because the earth beats the world. And in the world, Osho says there are 500 million earths. How many galaxies there are, don't know, but we are not aware of it. The land we know. This is the introduction to which we call in India every morning before we set foot. So the lineage of the earth is Mars. The earth does good. And our people used to sing Dharti Mangalam, Gyan Mangalam. People sign it with emotion, beautifully. So the clan and dynasty of the earth is the sun. Mars is the lineage. Every family has a country. Someone lives in America. Someone is the country of the global family, the country of the earth. The sky lives in the sky. It lives in the sky. It keeps moving in the sky. Every person has his tendency. The earth tends to move on his axis, not to move around at all. The time of the earth depends on the sun and the moon. I have been reading in the newspaper for 2 days. Scientists are giving such news that the moon is moving some centimeters away from the earth. A few years ago, it was just so centimeters away. 10 years before that, there was so much like that, like a nail much. How much the moon goes away, the counting of the time will change. It's possible that the 24-hour day can become 18 hours because of the moon. There was an article in Full Chap 2. The time of the earth is decided by the sun and moon, his country, his time, his subject, his nature. What is the nature of the earth? Patience and tolerance, this is his nature, to have patience. So when you and I talk about Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, then we will reach out to the Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam family too, our caste in our lives too, our lineage, which whatever it is, let it be. But from the spiritual point of view, to complete the journey of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, our clan and lineage should be light. Be it the sun, be it light. We are the children of light. The honor we have given to Indians, our scriptures, sometimes they say, we are the sons of earth. Sometimes they say, we are the sons of light. Sometimes they say that we are of the land. Sometimes they say that we are the sons of sky, and this is being given such a great honor. So when God, like we used to do Mangalacharan in the beginning, said, Tamsoma, Jyotirgam, our clan and dynasty be light. Someone has the dark clay and dark dynasty, dark black. That is why there is dynasty came in Ramayana. The Vibhishana went to Rama in Sundarkanda submitting himself.
निशिचर बंश जनम सूर नाथ दशानन करने द्राता नाथ दशानन सहज पाप प्रिय तामस देहा सहज पाप प्रिय तामस देहा जथा लोक तम पर नेहा जथा निशिचर बंश जनम सूर त्राता निशिचर बंश जनम सूर।
While doing satsang, our clan and lineage should be illuminated. Knowledge is also called light, and wisdom is also described as light. To reach the Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam formula, our lineage should be of good for the world. Anand Amar Jati, Utsav Amar Gotra. That's the declaration of Bengal, Bengali declaration. Our lineage good for the world. Be that. Our clan, our lineage, our dynasty, our country. So comprehensively, throughout the ages, India has proclaimed. If time permits, I will complete it tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Yesterday's Katha will happen at 6 a.m. and will be completed at 8 o'clock. The 17 objectives of UNO are contained in the 7 steps of Ramcharitmanas. If there is a little time tomorrow, I will say 17 are not needed. Only 7. If you do these 7, then all 17 are done. The truth will be done. If only truth says, and if the world accepts without prejudice. If there will be time then, okay, tomorrow at 6 a.m. Nailish. Is it right? If you say so, should I do it back and forth? No, that's fine. Our country, in whatever form it is called, all the land belongs to Gopal, near the bus station of Danduka. We were going to our brother's house to have tea. Then the air in the car decreased. Then the driver was air. So I was sitting in the car. At that time, one Mahatma came out and went out on a bicycle. If he is a sadhu, then it felt good to me. I opened the mirror, Baba Baba Pranam, Baba Pranam, so I did not need to ask like this. Then I felt that I should not get involved. What I have to do with that? But I don't know. It must be Udvega Chogadiyo, I don't know. So, what an amazing answer Baba gave. Baba did not talk, and I left after answering me. And I kept watching. I said where Baba lived, and he said on earth. I said there was no need to ask. I bowled no ball. I did not need to ask, but it is true that I reside on the earth. Who sleeps on earth, residing but sleep on the earth, Vinobaji says, by laboring, by producing food from your little earth, by producing vegetables and eating it. The doctor never goes to his house. Labor, so is our country. We are living on the earth, then the country. What time? In present, to live in the present, Shankaracharya Bhagwan also says, when you tell the symptoms of liberation, tell in 5 to 7 verses who is liberated from life. It says that the one who researches the past, the one who has given up thinking of the future and lives in the present with an indifferent attitude, he is liberated from life. That life is liberated, these are words of Jagadguru Shankaracharya. They speak wonderfully, and God, you are doing this. But Shankaracharya, who is liberated from the life of God, that he is always awake, lives in the emotion of Samadhi, a resident of Brahmakul, yet often using the word, I do not have the mantra, often the word that you are absorbed in Brahm, yet sometimes often. To serve the world, you too have to travel, often the word goes. You remain silent, but often you have to speak to serve the people. There is nothing left for you, let alone for the liberated life. There. The God gives such an order, then I am requesting that for Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, we also add this family to our own and add to the line. Then once again I should say that line of the Gujarati verse, that Tipe Tipe Sarovar Chalke, with each drop the pond gets filled, and come and then connect with our families first, then with our neighbors, then with the village, then with the city, with the district, with the state, then with the country, then with the whole world. Then with the entire world, we unite ourselves that then this declaration, we will be able to give justice to what the sages did. That is why we have kept the subject of this katha. Then,
akhila bisva yaha mora upāyā saba mohi
Jai brother Rajesh Pandya sent the entire poem. I will not be able to read the whole, but he wrote very well. Today it is necessary to write a poem, but not to fight a war. It is important to create a poem, but it is not to fight a war. It's a good thought.
saba priya upajāe sab te akhila bisva yaha mora upāyā saba सब पर
If you do the consecration of the idol of God in any temple and the consecration of Lakshmi Narayan, then in every temple the Narayan's pratishta performed by the man, we all are together. Fine. In Manas the God is doing pratishta of man. In this temple, sabte adhik manuj mohi pāyā. We worship Narayana. Narayan worships the humanity, respects humanity. This special revolutionary, you also caught the fact that sabse adhik manuj mohi, there is a human being at the center, and today we are living in such a situation that human beings are being forgotten. In today's time, honestly, what we can do, we take this self-resolution. If you make an authentic effort to do this, this will also be considered as bhajan. This will also be considered as a sadhana. This will also be considered as a recitation of Ramayana and a song. You have to recite it. Pay attention. It does not mean to not recite it, but this too step well on an earth, that too is circumambulation. See, Shankaracharya, God, if you talk with each other in good words, that is also. Every discussion is the word of God. We walk on the land is circumambulation of the God. We saw truth. In a Gujarati it was said, in world view, we try to look at supreme truth. Manas, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Tomorrow we will take farewell, saying these words, saying we saw the seeds, now the land and cloud do the rest. Words of Vikram Bhai. We saw the seeds, and the seeds of thoughts are very important in world of our family life. For that too, I and you should reflect on these sutras after listening to if from Manas, Shankaracharya, Vedas, saints and sages, wherever we got. We worry a lot, we do not think about it. The Vinoba used to say, Baba remains full of thoughts, not full of worries, while mowing grass. Baba is always full of contemplation. His words are, not worried, we have no contemplation, but constant worry. And Sriman Mahaprabhuji, Vallabh Bhagwan says, Chinta papi na karya, don't worry, don't you worry. So we move on to accepting these things. Katha is very lengthy. I have experience of 5 years to make lengthy shorter. Some people say so much but can't summarize it. Expand without any reason. They expand small matter so much. And there are many people, it is such a big long matter, they drink it in the form of a sutra. Our literature is there. A person met to Kunvarji Bhāe at a bus station, as said, are you Kunvarji Bhāe? Said, I am uncle of Kunvarji. Okay, so Magan Bhāe is my nephew. There is no agenda, only discussion. Do you do diamond work in Surat? No, I do think of building, so you do work of building. I have seen you wandering around in someone's building, so then you are a brother of Subhadra Ben? Subhadra is not my sister, she is my aunt. Without reason, there is nothing that remains. But tomorrow, everything has to be completed in a very short time. And yes, we have completed 1 chapter, only 6 chapters are left. You imagine? Do a little overview of it. Mentally, when you get time, go to Gokul, my flowers. I have got time mentally. I call my youth special. Then repeating, I started saying this from the story of Sikkim. All my educated young brothers and sisters, you study, you live a good life, whatever you do, but fulfill your responsibility. Do everything. Do all the work and return home. I don't want anything from you. I don't want anything else. So when you do this, do what you do. But I don't tell you to sit for hours and pray. You go to office, do your work. But when you return home, after doing everything, at night. And do not return home late at night and at night. Please. Come home on time, not late, whatever be the culture of the society in which you live. Let us keep Indianness in our eyes. The later we go home, the later we will reach to that home. So come on time. The sun comes on time. The moon comes on time. They all keep doing their work on time. Come home on time with the whole family. Eat food, we should learn this, and eat such food with which the Indian scriptures bless us. What we eat, what we drink, well, you know, but by putting basil leaves in it, you can make the kurji hungry. Such food should be eaten. Many people say that we drink beer, but we drink it by putting a basil leaf. Wow, Vaishnav, not like that. Have eaten together, sit with the family and talk, and watch TV. When it seems that it is time to sleep, go to the room. AC, fan, as much as suits your health. On 1, 2 on, 3 on. Which no. The fan you want to put, the AC you want on 27. I keep it always at 27. That's why I am telling you. Here is so much cold. I have to put 3 towels on the AC. I couldn't find the switch or remote to tune it. I think silence is coming in the way. I want to do some work then. Read a book, watch a good serial. But after doing everything, you feel that there is still no sleep. You are not sleeping now. Then remember God's name, chant God's name for 5 minutes.
अब की हे माधव, हे ईश्वर, मुझे, मेरे परिवार को, मेरे पड़ोसियों को, मेरे समाज को और मेरी पूरी वसुधा को, मेरे पूरे जगत को इसका उद्धार कर, उसको संभाल। अब के सूरदास का प्रसिद्ध पद है, मगन भव कृपा सिंधु मुरा कृपा सिंधु मुरा
When you feel that you can't get sleep now, you have made some calls, checked Facebook, do this, do whatever you want to do it. Do not mind. If you fall asleep, then go to sleep. I do not disturb your sleep and tell you to do God worship. If you do not get asleep, then children, you will not believe so much of your Father. What did I ask of you? Then remember God, O Govind, O Gopal. If someone was telling me that someone's life is very sick and his life is in danger, then people say that recite Gajendra Moksha. So people say, recite Vaishnav Gajendra Moksha, and if the poor person is stuck, then he will be liberated. I was asked what to do if the lesson of Gajendra Moksha is very difficult. I told him to recite Moksha Sannyasa Yoga. The 18th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Moksha Sannyas Yoga, which is going on, reflects the concept of quick renunciation in our hermit world. This is the same hermit adopted by Dongre Baba towards Saint Rama in Nadiad. At the last moment, when Bapa felt that there was no more, he quickly took hermit. At that same time in the Saint Rama temple it happened. I am the witness, so that's why I am requesting you that. And people have made this image that the chanting God's name and reciting should be done at the old age only. You won't be able to care for your body when you will be older. Do recite. Young people recite a lot. And God has blessed us with this work, so we got no other thing to do, so we will do this only. I can't tell you to do the same continuously, to sing quadruped at last at night when you can't get a sleep. Then go to Vrindavan, go to Gokul, or if Gokul was far away, then go to Gurukul, mentally at our respective Gurudwaras, I said yesterday. Don't forget that. I am repeating once again, who is under the commandment of a wise man, even if he has been away for 60 years, he is close to the Guru, and that which is beyond commandment, even if he continuously. Near to the Guru is so far, Guru is not far away from anyone. The distance we create, there is no relationship of distance and closeness. So my brothers and sisters go to Gurukul and gradually reach Brahmakul. So let's go to Gokul and Vrindavan. So 5 minutes with emotion. In this building, the paintings were being done. And plaster also. It may not have a plaster as we have. So chant the name of God with so much emotion that it will get applied on the wall like a plaster. Like paint has been applied with emotion from inside for 2 to 5 minutes, because the meaning is the name of Krishna. We speak lakhs of time, speaking for years, these. All the great people bless me. I want to tell the Katha in every birth. I want to do this work in every birth, want to come again and again, and want to sing Rama Katha. This is my resolve. If this system, the existence has, then we have to come again and again. So keep singing with emotion, because if you speak, you will speak for hours, but the essence is that Tulsidas ji says, the essence is the name of God. So let's go to Gokul.
Shri Radhe Jai Radhe 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 Shri Radhe Shri Radhe
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was initiated into Karus, and the Baba was shaving his head. Chaitanya and his hair, he was very beautiful. Chaitanya was very innocent, very simple and easygoing. His mother used to look at him when he didn't know while doing household chores. She kept seeing Chaitanya, and when Baba came for the tonsure, tears came into Baba's eyes. How do I get this done to such beautiful hair? Chaitanya Prabhu kept saying, hurry up, hurry up. He said, what's the hurry? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's reply was, you hurry up, I am getting late to go to Vrindavan. It is getting late. Wherever you are sitting by name, you can reach Vrindavan. The name can bring us closer by erasing the distance from any distance. So with emotion.
Shri Radhe Jai Radhe 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 Shri Radhe Hari Bol Shri Shri Radhe Jai Jai Radhe Shri Radhe राधे जय जय राधे श्री राधे श्री राधे जय जय राधे
Someone had asked me that Bapu, if there was a kirtan in Katha, it would have rained a lot. But why does this feeling not remain unbroken? Why doesn't it stay? Let me tell you a reason, tell you a remedy. Take the name of God without tormenting yourself and your loved ones. Do not torment yourself. I will fast. I break the body. No. So dance like Chaitanya with an upper arm. Do not harass yourself and torment your loved ones. Do not harass others. Don't misinterpret this. One who does not harass oneself, one who does not harass one's own, he will understand that everyone is his own. There is no stranger here. So do kirtan with this feeling.
श्री राधे जय जय राधे श्री राधे जय जय राधे श्री राधे जय जय राधे श्री राधे जय राधे 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 श्री राधे हरि बोल राधे श्री राधे जय राधे 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 श्री राधे श्री श्री राधे जय राधे 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 श्री राधे श्री राधे जय जय राधे श्री राधे
The world doesn't need atoms but tears. Nothing will happen with atoms, but with tears, compassion, love, and good thoughts. When it floods in Yamuna, it isn't because of the rain, but because of the tears of gopis, which drown both shores. That's why my meaning to say, name of God, this name of Maharagupati. So I will tell you, when it seems that there is no work now, then I do not mind your favorite God for 5 to 10 minutes. Whoever your favorite God is, with whom you have fallen in love. Ram Ram, Radhe Radhe. The grace of God on us was such that all the names in our family are different. Grandmother, Amrit Ma, said Radhe Radhe. Say, it is very small when it comes out of his mouth, Radhe, 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 Radhe. Mother Savitri used to say, Ram Ram, what difference does it make? Whatever name interests you, take shelter. Then Tulsi says, if someone asks Tulsi whether there is duality, singularity, formless or with form, so and so. Tulsi says, I do not know. It has the name of Rama, the name of the Lord, the name of the Supreme Being is the shelter of the name. So we remembered the name for a minute or two. Now let me take the story forward. Before that, let us remember a quadruped from the Mangala Karana of Ayodhya Kand. Then we will move on.
Yasyanke cha vibhavi budhara suga deva praga sarvadhipa sarvada sharva sarvagata Shiva Shiva Shri
Shiva also has a family: Parvati, Ganesh, Kartikeya, Nandi, snakes and scorpions, ashes, Ganga, the moon, all are Shiva's family. Here, the Shiva family is worshipped, on whose left side is Buddhasuta, Himalaya's daughter. Parvati looks more beautiful seated. If faith is sitting in the lap of faith, then it looks very beautiful. Faith and the shadow of faith. There is a Sufi story, Subhash Bhai said it, or our Satish Chandra Mehta or Vyas from Jamnagar in his book about the incidents of the life of Sufi saints. There was a person who hated his shadow and hated his footsteps, and his hate so much increased that he hated his shadow, he hated his footsteps, and his hate increased so much that he started hating himself. There are some things in the world that if they increase, they keep increasing. There are some things that if you reduce them by practice, they keep decreasing. This is the couplet of Saurashtra.
Dharma kare dhan na ghate. ये माल को सिर्फ जो धर्म करता है उसका धन नहीं घटता. धर्म किए धन ना घटे, धन घट धर्म किए धन ना घटे. પછી धर्म किए धन ना घटे. धर्म घटे तो धन घटे, धर्म घट जाए तो धन घटे. धन घट मन घट जाए, धन कम होने लगे तो आदमी का मन छोटा होने लगे. धन घट मन घट जाए, मन घटे तो जगत में मान घटे. ये सब घटत घटत घट जाए. पण धर्म वधे एनु धन वधे, धन वधे तो मन वध जाए. मन वधे लोभियानु नहीं, धन बढ़े तो मन बड़ा हो जाए. कंजूस को ये नहीं होता. इसकी ये तो आखी जात जुदी से. इसका ये तो थोड़ा विनोद है. धर्म वधे एनु धन वधे, धन वध धन मन वध जाय. मन वधे तो जग में मान वधे. अब दो वधत वधत वध जाय.
So he hated his shadow, then he hated his footsteps, and then he started hating himself. He started telling everyone to erase my shadow, erase my shadow. He would tell everyone to erase my footprints, erase me. He started doing this, and the poor fellow kept running, wherever the shadow ran. If he ran in the light, then the shadow would run along with him. Asked a man, if I wanted to save myself from my shadow, and the more I went ahead the shadow, told him that only if you ran faster than the shadow you will win. The more you run faster than the shadow, the more. He found a saint that if you want to save yourself from the shadow, then do one thing: sit in the shadow of a Sadguru, sit in the shadow. All of the shadows will end. There will be no shadow. Do we take out our measurements in our own shadow? That I am so big, I am that big. Khalil Gibran rightly says that he was a seagull. Seeing his shadow, he started saying, today I have to eat a lot, 2-3 animals, because my shadow is long. Look, I am so big. People are getting their measurements from the shadows. So as he stood at such an angle, the shadow increased. I needed so much dose, and when the sun of midday happened, all the shadows ended, merged in themselves. Then he felt the sun come up, and then he came to know that who he is. The rest is all in the shadow. I am this, I am this. I am this. So the clan Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is light. There is light. There is light. So you go and sit in the shade of a tree. Today Mahadev is sitting on Kailash in the shade of the banyan tree with faith. And Parvati is a symbol of faith. Parvati is sitting with faith. This is a spiritual family. Ganesh is her son. All this, but what is described here is a spiritual family.
सुर रखो। अपना परिवार सत्संग के कोई साधु का संग करके प्राय विवेक, ये विवेक रूपी गंगा ये भी अपना परिवार है। यस्यांके च विभाति भूधर सुधा देवापगा मस्तके भाले बाल विदुर्गले च गरलम। दूज का चांद शिव का परिवार है। जीवन की निष्कलंकता, कलंक मुक्त प्रकाश ये साधक का परिवार है। भाले बाल विधुर गले च गरलम। और ऐसे साधु के जीवन में, ऐसे शिव को साधु कहा है रामचरितमानस, ऐसे साधु के जीवन में विषम परिस्थिति आती है तो वो बमन नहीं करता है, दुनिया के पास रोता नहीं, उसको अपने कंठ में रखकर गलर को अपना आभूषण बना दे। ये अपना परिवार। यस्यांके च विभाति भूधर सुता देवापगा मस्तके भाले बाल विधु गले च गरलम।
What do snake ornaments say that more ornaments be careful? It does not take long for the ornaments to become a serpent when it becomes the ornaments, when it will bite. So in the invocation of Shiva, the form of this spiritual family is also seen on one of his faces, praised Shivaji. Then,
Prasannataya नगताभिषेकस्तथा न ममले वनवास दुख। भगवान राम को राज मिलने की बात आई तो प्रसन्नता नहीं हुई, और 14 साल का वनवास हुआ तो कोई ग्लानि नहीं हुई। ये जो समचित रहे भगवान, उस राघवेंद्र की वंदना की। नीलांबुज श्यामल कोमलांगम सीता समालोक वाभाग पाणो महाकायक श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर वरनौ रघुवर बिमल जस।
The meaning of kosh is treasure. The meaning of kosh is treasure. If there are goods in the treasury, then it's a treasure. What if the treasury is empty? The treasury is like this. There is a treasury and it is filled with goods. It is full of wealth. What if the purse is beautiful and there is not a single penny inside? Bhagat Bapu writes that without relative love, friend without emotion, purse without money, river without water, moon without beauty, a day without sun, an enemy who doesn't curse, it's of no use. The definition of the treasury was explained by the Shiva, Shiv Kumar. Once when we talked to him, we talked about treasury. This is our explanation. Kosh means treasure, Mayal means wealth, and the wealth of tune, the wealth of sound, the wealth of rhythm, the wealth of words, the wealth of notes, the treasure which is full of it. This sound is called treasure.
This here, Mahapurush. जब ते राम ब्याही घर आए, जब ते राम ब्याही घर आए, नीत
So at the beginning of the Ayodhya Kand, there is Guru Vandana, which is the first couplet of Hanuman Chalisa. The same couplet is also the first of the Ayodhya Kand. In two places this couplet is found in one form. Brahmalin Pujapad Dongre Bapa used to say that it is Balakand, it is man's childhood, and if Ayodhya Kand, that is the Yogvan of human beings, and while young age, a person should take firm shelter of the Guru, so he would have started the Kand of youth with Guru Vandana. Here in Guru Vandana, I am saying Guru Vandana again and again. I am not saying this as a person. If you do not understand me after so many years, then you are very good. And Guru himself, Parabrahm, says, when our Manisha, it means Guru is entire existence. So taking shelter of some Guru, taking shelter of some enlightened person. Mahavir Swami says in Jain tradition, an enlightened person should be like a lion, Mahavir Swami, the omniscient.
महावीर स्वामी अंतर्यामी अंतर्यामी महावीर स्वामी बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि संघं शरणं गच्छामि ओम मणिपद में हूँ ओम मणिपद में हूँ श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम श्री राम जय जय राम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय हे हरि हे हरि राम कृष्ण हरि विठ्ठोबा रुक्माई विठ्ठोबा रुक्माई धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् श्री राधे जय जय राधे बिना राधे श्याम आधे पार्वती परमेश्वर ये सनातन धर्म है, सबको बाहों में ले लेता है। बोले सो निहाल सत श्री अकाल।
This Sanatan Dharma's concept may be any religion in the world by calling a religion one. By calling one there is no. Two that comes to mind, and if second comes it gets dirty, it does not improve. Sanatan Dharma, whatever religion it is Sanatan. That which is Sanatan is religion.
Nana Purana Nigamagama Samamatam Yat Ramayane Nigaditam Kachidanyatopi Swanta Sukaya Tulasi Raghunatha
This is a treasure, a treasure. Every sound was, as Shiv Kumarji was sitting by. So we were telling every sound. Now happiness in Ayodhya started increasing a lot. In youth, there is no shelter of such a Buddha Purush for a man like us. Essential for being like us. Tulsidas Ji has described the great prosperity of Ayodhya in the first chapter of Ayodhya-kand. Ever since Janaki Ji came, the wealth of Ayodhya increased a lot. There was a shower of virtue in the 14 bhuvans, and when there was heavy rain, then rivers get filled. Due to the rain of virtue, ever since Janki came to Ayodhya, the rivers of Riddhi Siddhi flooded. Riddhi, Siddhi, happiness, prosperity in the sea of Ayodhya. All Ayodhya became their goal since teenager came to Awadh. After marrying, prosperous nation happened. If Sudama is poor, is okay, but it's not okay if the nation is poor. Dwarka must be of gold. A nation must be prosperous. A human must be poor by nature. Our Ganga Sati says, who wants to worship must become a beggar. So a nation should not be weak, must be prosperous. So Sudama was also a little poor. Bhagavata, Brahma Vitama, who had the wealth of Brahma, how to be considered normal while returning after meeting Krishna. Krishna's entire wealth ran behind this Brahma Vitam. All prosperity and Premananda also raised his Sudama character in his lecture, and our interpreters described Sudama's character a lot. Pandurang Dada used to say that this Pandurang Dada is being missed more. Remembering great men purifies the intellect. Do not refrain from anyone. Remembrance of this goodness element purifies the intellect. So when Sudama's wife told Sudam that the children were hungry and shivering in the winter days, we did not have a blanket in our house, then you perform a sacrifice every day. I took the ashes of that sacrifice and rubbed it on the child's body, so that due to the ashes they feel less cold, what I call the state of deprivation. I say that lack is also a luxury. There is an effect. Many great men also have opulence in their nature. If they had such a nature, they said that you go to Dwarka, meet Krishna. They said that I should go to ask. I am a Brahmin. People come to me to ask for Brahma knowledge. I do not ask, she said. So the wife, very much of his pulse, it's a statement of Pandurang Dada's, not mine, then said that you and Krishna were friends, learned in Ujjain at the ashram of Guru Sandipani. So when you got separated, you had made a decision, yes, what? In the form of a god? Krishna, you do the work of the incarnation. As a Brahmin scripture that you gave me, the verse of the Gita, I should make the Gita sit in the throat of the people of every village. You had told this thing. Once you had told me what has been caught, wife, so how much work has happened. Sometimes report that so much work. I have done it through the medium of the Gita. I have awakened so many villages. Then to give the report on that Sudama agreed. He said that I will not go to ask for it. I will ask. I will die, but not ask. For the sake of my body, I should put this body in the face of death, but I did not ask for it. And Sudama stopped as he went. The wife said that any other thought has came. He said, no, you should also know that we both are friends, but by age I am elder. And when the elder goes to the younger one's house, he should not go empty-handed. Give me something. And there is nothing in the house. There is nothing. And you know I just went like this. I went to Vrindavan. Now it is Dwarka's turn. These days we are sitting idle here. The rest we kept roaming around. For us here is only an address of 9 days. So roaming around, you know from the neighbor, they asked for some rice and packed in a cloth and gave the potadi. Got ready, came to Dwarka. Dwarka of him, but to the Sudama like innocent being, whose the body is weak. Who will let him go inside? Bathed in Gomti and went to Rajadiraj's courtyard, the watchman stopped. Like they stop us here every day. Then after seeing and making sure that he was here for 8 days, go, go. So the gatekeepers stopped him. Hey, who are you? I am Brahmin. At that time, using the name Brahmin was used to get entry anywhere. The glory of Brahmatej, a Brahmin. Such an institution is not in the form of our caste, sir. Such an institution. So in the context of importance in the manas, everyone takes the form of Brahmin. Hanumanji takes the form of a Brahmin. So Sudama goes, and all the gatekeepers refuse him to enter, but a gatekeeper is a Vaishnav. Seeing Sudama's eyes, he feels that the man is somewhat different. Sudama was scared after seeing Kanak Bhavan. Sudama was afraid to see the temple. There is an old Malkosh. The saint was afraid to see the temple. Sudama saw something else in the eyes of a Vaishnav. Then he said that, Maharaj, you cannot get an entry here. You just introduce yourself. What should I give the introduction? If I give it, you will not believe it. But it felt like there is destruction in the eyes of a person. If you say that I should go upstairs, but at least tell me your name. So tell him that your friend Sudama has come to meet. You are Krishna's friend? Yes. I don't want to say anything else. Some people, when one gets richer, the other keeps finding their faults. He ate the chickpeas, which is of Krishna's. It's a long story. Say that. Gatekeeper went upside down, surrounded with 8 queens. Our Dwarkadish is sitting there, and kept standing there. Maharaj, pardon, Dwarkadish, forgive the accused. Lord Krishna thought, is there any urgent work? He said, is it very urgent? What? A Brahmin came to meet you. Brahmin? Yes. Any introduction? Asked a lot. Did not give much introduction. But let me tell you one thing, Thakur. When that person took your name, his eyes drooped. He only told me to tell Dwarkadish that your friend Sudama has come to meet you. As soon as he heard this, I remembered Kag Bapu very much and did not leave him.
जब नाम सुना कि मैं सुदाम, मेरा सुदाम मिलने आया, और भगत बापू लिखते हैं, नाम रे सुनंता वालों दौड़ा गिरधारी, नाम रे सुनंता दौड़ा त्रिकम दिए लीधो एने जोन तेड़ी आंसूड़ा छल जाया सुदामा जी द्वारिका आया हे दर्शन.
Bharat had come to meet Ram at Chitrakut. When Rama heard this, Rama ran as such. Dwarkadish ran, and on seeing Sudama, Trikamjina took me in your arms, and tears from both of their eyes, held his hand and took him upstairs, and queens were watching, to whom is holding, and made him sit on his golden throne, and introduces his queens with him, saying, he Rukmini, and all he is my friend, Sudama, he does a favor on me by coming here. I did not show my dignity, but he did. The Porbandar is not far from Dwarka. I didn't go to him on chariot, but he came, this is my friend, and said you came from far, get a bath. So he said, show me where is the bathroom or washroom is. Krishna said, no bathroom or washroom, you will be bathed where you are sitting. He respects Brahmavit by making him sit on a golden throne. The golden pot with Gomti's water was brought and told queens to wash his legs. Our Kag Bapu writes,
અંગડા ચોળે છે એની આઠ પટરાણી.
Satyabhama is a little proud and tells Satyabhama to wash Sudama's feet. A little proud. Keep him at his feet. Wash his feet. 7 queens. Tell someone to wash his hand. Like that. Everyone was told to work. So all the queens did that to the organs of Lord Krishna. So what did Krishna do?
અંગડા ત્રિકમજી રે રૂકમિણી રેડે જોને યેન પાણી એદી આંસુના સરગ્યા
Rukmini was pouring water, other queens were bathing Sudama. Then what was Krishna doing? Standing far away crying, "How old are you today?" You see, look at the respect of human beings. The Dwarkadish is respecting human beings. It's not like there is respect because a Brahmin is here, but a human being. He was made to sit on the throne, he was being anointed, a human being was being worshipped by Govind Dwarkadish, torn dhoti, garments, and in return he was dressed in yellow robes and then had food. Prepare the food. 56 dishes have been served. I have seen that Sudama took great care of himself, but when the 56 dishes were served, he started crying because the children were hungry. Today, how did I dress myself? My wife applies ashes to the bodies of our children to save them from the cold. But in whose house I am the guest, and if Krishna saw the tears in my eyes, then he would be sad. So Sudama stopped himself. Poverty is very painful. This organization has a program to free the world from poverty and to end poverty. Overall, they ate and then told his queens to bow down and take blessings. Then Rukmini came, and Sudama said with such hands, Putravati Bhav. The second queen came, Pati Priya Bhav. Third came, gave blessings to everyone, 16,000. Then Sudama got tired, then it was empty, and he ran out of blessings. What to do? He was tired. He came there walking, so that's why I gave him the food first. I have to be careful if he doesn't get some energy, or else it will come after the meal. Then he didn't have the energy to even wave his hands. Then there were only eyes. He got tired and asked, Gopal, Dwarkadish, how many queens do you have? What is the number in the family? So, you have to bless everyone, otherwise you will go, then they will fight with me that I don't get them blessed. Now what Sudama speaks, it is a declaration of Brahmantva. Sudama said, Govind, many in blessing, so many queens, you do one thing. You fall at my feet, bow down to me, and let me bless you one, which shall go among all the queens, this Brahmin can say. Many days passed, Sudama asked farewell. Lord Krishna did the last test of Sudama. That Sudama, your clothes has been washed. What you are wearing is king's clothes. You took it off and put on your clothes back. Wear it. Sudama felt that even after this much prosperity, this much greed, but Govind, Govind, Krishna, Krishna, why what? That if you wear my pitambar and go, then this world will say that non-beggar was sitting on a fast. See, he went to beg and brought so much. My devotee should not be defamed. If I give it to him, then no one should know about it. I will deliver it first like this. He does not allow the devotee's devotee to fall. He does not allow the devotee's reputation to fall. Hey, the clan in which the devotee does not allow corruption, even of his family, this is a promise of Krishna. And gave farewell, Dwarkadish came to the banks of Gomti to bid farewell to Sudama. Bhagat Bapu writes, "It's glory to his Brahminhood, he did not ask for anything, and Sudama returns." And then there is a beautiful story that all prosperity reached it first. It's a good story. Then the nation should be prosperous, and the person should be poor by nature. Sudama and Krishna are the opulence of a lack of pride. Then there is a glory in a person's life. So the birth of happiness is given in the river of wealth. So much wealth invites disaster. After the Janki came to Ayodhya, every people of Ayodhya threw their wealth into the sea. But now a very big disaster is coming. And you know that Mother Kaikeyi has asked for 2 promises, and Rama was sent to exile. It's a big chapter. The reason for exile is Kaikeyi. There are many reasons for you, but we will not blame anyone. There is a useful reason, ladies and gentlemen. Do not associate with a lowly person. When someone's coronation turns into an exile, no way to find that lowly person who uses less the word lowly. I do not speak much. The word lowly, I said, but here Tulsi has used it, therefore. Valmiki says the Ayodhya has been decorated with lights and hoardings. At that time, the Mantha steps down from the attic and says, "What's all this? For what this celebration is happening?" And then someone said that King Dashrath was making the Rama king in the ceremony, and she got filled with envy. And then what she did, the mother of saint like Bharat, the mother of a saint, changed so much because of the company of such a person that no one who loves Rama very much has started hating him because of her company. Be aware of bad company. It is written in the Manas that it is good to reside in hell, but not do the company of the bad. And the youth of my country should come to this country and take care that the company does not get blamed. Many families come to me. Bapu daughter says that we have to go to America to study. The son says that we have to go to so and so. Then you will say yes. I said yes. Definitely go. Someone should go on, I allow them. But I must tell them to take care of the company, take care of the diet, take care of food and drink. When they are together, you have to keep them. Living with them as they are has to be done. Change your country, don't be such a coward, and make them like you. Take care of the company. Well, go ahead, and after 14 years of Rama's exile, Lord Rama reaches Shrangverpur. One night stayed there. On the 2nd day of exile in Shrangverpur, and then on the 2nd day bid farewell to that Sumant. Sumant also cried throughout the night, and all 3 would send Sumant off with respect equal to their father, forcibly bid farewell to Sumant. Sumant tried to convince a lot to Raghav that the father to whom he gives to rule can become a king, but the same father has told me weeping that after walking in the forest for 3 or 4 days, after explaining to Rama, make him return, and if he does not stay in the kingdom, then he can stay in the ashram of Vasishthaji, but I will not be able to live without him. Raghav, return. If you do not return, please make. At least Sita returned. Lakshmanji is listening. Tulsidas ji has edited this episode very beautifully, but in Valmiki, Lakshmanji got very angry and spoke very bitter words. While Sumant, speaking very bitterly about his father, Lakshmanji, when Ramji heard talking to Sumant, he said to Sumant, "He is younger, he who spoke, do not tell my father. Sumant, I swear to you, look why Ramkatha is going on. Ages have passed, sir, from Shiva to this creature is singing the story. Shiva is Acharya, and many creatures like us are storytellers." Why is this story still going on? My father has spoken of Lakshman, the little one. Don't talk about him, but he has said a lot. Forcibly returned to Sumant. God came to the banks of Ganga. A boat was needed to cross the Ganges, and a boat came at the feet of God. By blushing the lotus, crossed the Ganges with God. You came then, God came. He crossed the Ganga by boat. The Lord started giving something to the boatman, but the boatman refused and said, "No, my Lord, I swear to you, I will not take anything from you." God has given so much respect to a small man. Turning around, I will take the offerings you give, but not yet. God stayed there one night, and the next day the journey proceeded from there. Bhardwaj stayed at the sage's ashram, and then proceeded from there. To show the way, he talked to the disciples. 50 disciples got ready to guide Rama Bhardwaj has. Choose 4 out of 50 that you forego. And counting 50 are Ramayani great men, counting their texts that guide are the texts of our India, that is 50. The main, but I selected 4 of them and sent them to them. I heard from the saints that those 4 were the Vedas. India has walked on the Vedic path. God Rama is the pedestrian of the Vedic path. 4 disciples went to show the path, reached the banks of Yamuna, and gave the farewell to disciples. From there, Guras went a little far, then gave a farewell to the go-to. The story of an ascetic came in the Ramayana. While doing this, he reached the ashram of Lord Valmiki. Valmiki ji worshipped the Lord, and the Lord said, "Tell me the place to stay." And Valmiki ji shows 14 places. You can experience it here with such a conscience. The rest of you are very amazing. There is a wonderful place for instruction.
कूट रघु नंदन चारे समाचार सुनि मुनि आए आवत देखी मुदित मुनि वृंदा किन्ह दंडवत रघुकुल कंदा किन्ह दंडवत रघुकुल कंदा.
When Lord Rama came to Chitrakut, he showed 3 types of society. The gods came because the Lord has come for the work of God. God bowed down to the gods, folded hands to the gods, and gave respect to the gods. When the sage and saint came, Tulsidas ji writes, God prostrated. Prostrating at someone's feet is a symbol of complete surrender. As if Rama prostrates to the saint, it means that you command me, "Main paritrana sadhunam aaya." Then Ram prostrated. But at night, forest dwellers, tribals, deprived, neglected, last people. Pandit Ramkinkarji Maharaj Saket used to say that even if Raj Tilak had been done in Ayodhya, Ram Rajya would not have happened. Ram Rajya has been inaugurated in Shringvarpur. One lowly, one poor, one deprived, one neglected, one illiterate, one unconscious. The foundation of Ram Rajya was laid on the banks of Ganga, not in Ayodhya. Ram Rajya comes from little villages, not from a city. It should reach to city, but before that, a Rama has to be exiled for 14 years. There are many shabaris to be accepted, many Sugriv to be hugged, and bridges to be made with stones. The demons to be accepted, monkey, bears, every being is to be embraced. The Lord folded his hands to the gods. The gods are selfish, and the sages and saints are altruistic. That is why the Lord bowed down to them. But these poor people of the night of Kaul are neither selfish nor altruistic. They do not know what altruism is, and they also do not know what their self-interest is. Only, Tulsidas ji says. Our night and day we live like this. Whatever we do, our stomach is not full of food and don't get the full clothes. In this situation they came. Then what was the behavior of Rama with these people? Bows to the gods, bows to the sages. By holding hands with these people, they were standing far away, that we are sinners, we are untouchable. God took their hands and embraced them forcefully. With this acceptance, I am saying something different from the quadruped of the Goswamiji. Please forgive me. But what is there in the seed form line that we picked up? God said, all is beloved. This whole world is dear to me because I have created it. That's only God can create. How can we create the entire world? But we can do this much, singing to Tulsi that sab mampri, everyone should be loved by us. And mam upajāe nahi, but mam apnāe, we adopt the smallest people. Tulsidas ji accepted even the Ganika. This is a revolution that gives peace and eradicates the confusion of centuries of the world. Centuries, we kept some people away, we kept them away. Everyone embraced Thakurji. Then God sat with these people who listened to the story of exile, sat properly, and Lord Ram met these small children, saying, whose child is this? Who is this daughter of? Till today, there has never been such an experience in the dream in life. The elderly poor are crying. Like the heavenly imaginary tree, descend on earth today with many branches. Tulsidas ji wrote, very sweet couplet. This is the couplet of Ram Rajya. This is the couplet of world peace. This is the couplet of world brotherhood. This is the couplet of violence eradicated from the world. That couplet. Those who stop by saying that God is inaccessible to the Vedas, the words of the Vedas, the speech of the Vedas, the interest of the Vedas, which is inaccessible. It comes to a limit while singing the Vedas, but they stop. The minds of the sages are also unreachable, does not come to the mind of God. The mind is impassive. The words of the Vedas. The heart of God is inaccessible. It's because God is compassionate. Listening to the words Kirat Kaul, how, like a father is talking with his children, what intimacy was created. I have said many times, I will say it properly tomorrow, but after victory, Lord Ram leaves his weapon at the feet of then Vashishta ji. What message is this? When it was required, we kept the weapons in hand. Now I will tell the world a message. Ram says that Ram Raja will not come from weapons. Ram Raja is thereby taking refuge in some scriptural. This was a big revolution, and this is written in Ramayana. If needed, it is fine. So children and fathers talk. This is how these people, sometimes this story of exile is also bounces in my mind, sometimes only. They will be focused on the forest, which is the journey of Rama. In this, when God goes together with everyone, then the old people who are crying that the funds we have given to us are being taken away. The funds we have got wealth after ages. Such great men, they are going to be away today. Poor women cry so much that a woman like this Janaki has to walk barefootless. So why God has made vehicles? They live in small huts. So why you have made such big palaces? They eat tuba, so why do you create grain? A time came when the Bill people said that God is merciless. Brahma has no mercy. Our heart is broken and nothing happening to you. How will these legs be placed on hard ground? How did this event happen? In this way we can move towards the kingdom of Rama. Then this is how God meets everyone. And this poor man said, will you live here? Stay here? Every season is good here. What would the poor people say? Here, how can they say we will install AC? That's all. Every season is good here. In the winter days, it is also hot here. In a grass hut, you will get warmth. Here. And God, we will bring you fruits and flowers. You will not eat food, as you will eat fruits and flowers. Then we will bring. And Maharaj, you have the desire to roam. We have seen this entire land without legs. Now it will be seen with the eyes. What kind of language? These illiterate people are speaking. People said our legs have seen it. When we walk with our eyes closed, we know where we are, when our feet touch the land. Our eyes are here. Poor peoples were in their feet. There was a feet vision, a sight of feet, a new sight, it a new point of view. I like it very much. In the morning, the bill ladies come with clay pot, saying, Jankiji, let us fill your water pot. Bring fruits and veggies. Swamiji has added to many incidents. In Tulsi's dignity in the Manas, it's a very amazing description. So Lord Rama was living in the Chitrakut. Then after the death of his father, Bharata came to him with all and holy shoes. Janakaji also came and established the holy shoes and stayed in Nandigram after 13 years. Leaving Chitrakut, Lord, now people recognized him and felt that if people start catching my divinity, then the dignity of man will be reduced. I have to remain a human being. That is why God decided I should migrate. And Ram Lakhan Janaki, moving forward after meeting sage Atri and all, came to Atri's ashram. Maharishi Atri praised Lord Rama, a couple of lines. Maharaj Dasharathaji dies. You must understand everything said by Bharat, etc. And now Rama is leaving Chitrakut, although, just as the lovers say. Krishna did not go even a single step, leaving Vrindavan. Similarly, the worshippers of Rama say that Rama did not go anywhere leaving Chitrakut. Thakurji is everywhere, they never left.
लेकिन अत्रि के आश्रम में आए और अत्रि स्तुति।
From Atri's ashram, the Lord's journey proceeds to meet with Sharbanga, meets with Sutishn, goes to the Saint Agatsya, where a discussion was held on when the Rama kingdom of true character should be established by eradicating evil. For that a conversation was held with a great thinker, Agatsyaji. Maharaj, you stay in Panchavati, on the banks of Godavari. It would be easier. Rama comes from the Godavari shore to Panchavati. Laxmana asks 5 spiritual questions, and God answers these questions. Surpanka came, and you know what happened. Surpanka excited Kardushan and Rama giving salvation to 14,000 people. And then Surpanka excited Ravana after taking marriage, the elusive marriage. Everyone is elusive, not all in the original form. Sita is also elusive, merged in fire, elusive form. Marriage is a demon, but elusive deer and Ravana is also demons, but elusively went as a saint. All elusive, all hoaxes, all fraud. Sita was abducted, and Raghuveer was separated. God took all the traits of human being. Jatayu found and gave salvation to Jatayu. God went forward to Shabari's hermitage after giving salvation to Kaband. And Shabari started singing in which words do I do the worship? Those who have patience are patient and ready to wait for ages. There is a discussion about 9 types of devotion. Sabari Yog is from fire, from where you do not have to return. She moved to the supreme abode of that God and came to Lord Pampasar, met Naradaji, etc. Aranya Kand ends. Hanumanji enters in Kiskinda Kand and the meeting of Ram and Hanumanji, friendship with Sugriv. Bali is destroyed, Bali is given salvation, Angad is made the king, Sugriv is made the crown prince for Chaturmas. Lord stopped at the Pravashan mountain. Sugriv got the kingdom, forgot the Lord's work. The Lord alerted, and then the plan of Sita search was made, called the monkey bears, and sent everyone in 3 directions to search for Janaki, the team of which the leader was Angad, the guide Jamwant, and who has the nature of staying last. Sri Hanumanji is a member of that team. Sugriv said to everyone, "You go in the south direction and ask everyone and bring the news of Janaki in a certain period. All bow down to the Lord." Hanuman bowed at last. God felt that this would do the work. The ring has been given and everyone left. Forgot the way, got hungry and thirsty? Met Swayam Prabha. After that, everyone talked to Sampati on the seashore. Sampati said, "Sita is in Ashokvatika. I am watching Lanka from here. The vision of the hawk is limitless. The amongst you who will cross the 7 miles of the sea will emerge as the worker of Rama, who will go." Everyone announced their capabilities. But someone who can complete the entire work. That much capable was not found. Hanumanji was sitting quietly. At the same time, Jamwant called, "You have come for Ram work. Why are you silent? Arise, uplift, awake, achieve your goal." And Hanumanji Maharaj becomes a mountain shape, puts the ring in his mouth and climbs a mountain, repeatedly chanting the name God. Many people say how he would have chanted the name of God if he had the ring in his mouth. But what do you care? You are talking to others while having tobacco in your mouth, cursing others while having tobacco in your mouth. If you can do all these, in his mouth there was the name of Rama, so in whose mouth there is the name of Rama, they can speak better. They don't drop saliva, sir. So many people have this issue. A lady was playing a very good harmonium. That's good, but she lectures along with playing it, telling the meaning of the sa, re, ga, ma. Like those people, their job is to just play, but they tell you the entire story. She tells this to her husband by making him sit there and not let him even go office. "I am becoming a master of music, don't you like that?" He has to sit. He also liked when she played harmonium, but when she made speeches, he didn't like it. He got so bored, so he found a trick and said, "Madam, he bought a flute from the market." His friend asked, "Why flute?" He said, "When she will play flute, she can't speak. The speeches will be stopped, only the flute we have to listen." After clearing the obstacles, the Hanumanji reached to Lanka. In the end, the Lankini got initiated, and then Hanumanji entered into the palace of the king and searched for the mother site, but couldn't find Sita. Arrived at Vibhishana's house and 2 Vaishnavas met. "Where is Janaki?" The Vibhishana told the tactic. And so Hanumanji reached Janaki. Ravana comes in between, etc. And ring he gave Janaki ji and started narrating Ramkatha. Janaki's sorrow started running away. Then the introduction of mother and son. A lot of blessings were given by Janaki ji. And after that Hanumanji said that, "I am hungry," Janaki ji said. "Son, you did not find anyone to feed you?" He said, "I found 2-3 mothers on the way, but I did not find anyone to feed me. I found one who would eat me." Surasa said, "I will eat you." Sihika said, "I will eat you." Lankini was left, so she said, "Without mother anyone else feeding, the stomach is not filled. If the mother feeds, then the stomach is satisfied." Sweet fruits were eaten and so on, and then the demons came to stop, killed everyone, beaten. Akshay Kumar was created. Indrajit tied him and taken away. Finally, Hanumanji came. Ravana's meeting held. There was a lot of discussion, and Ravana declared the death penalty, give him the death penalty. Now when the demons were ready to kill, at the same time Vibhishana entered, everyone stopped. Dashananda said that this was a messenger. He had done such a thing, and he punished him to death. "Big brother, if you have already decided, then I cannot do anything. But if I am a minister of your council of ministers, then if you want to take my opinion, then do not kill the policy. The messenger should not be killed. Punish him more. Policy says this." Then there was a cabinet meeting and it was decided that the monkey loves their tail very much. Burn the tail by applying oil, ghee. A man without a tail will go to his master. Then the owner will also return from there, after wrapping the clothes with ghee and oil on the tail of Hanumanji. And they burn the tail. A meaning of the tail is prestige. With the tail and the mustache, some people have prestige in front, so as in back, Hanumanji's prestige was in the back. Some people wrap mustaches, like scorpion fangs, in villages. Some people say, nobody asks me anything, that's their tail. We do all the work of the house, but no one asks us anything. They do this without asking. And who has lots of prestige, the society having the nature of Lanka tries to burn them, but the one who has seen devotion, has eaten the prasad given by devotion, and has received the blessings of devotion, he will not burn, he will burn the belief of the society. Lanka was burnt, he came to the mother, after taking Bengal. Hanumanji came to Sugrivaji, and all Rama went to, and Jamwant narrated Hanuman Katha to Rama, do not delay everyone. They came to the seashores, what to do now? Here, Ravana expelled the Vibhishana from Lanka. Vibhishana came to the shelter of the Lord. Vibhishan said that Maharaj Samudra is the eldest of your clan. If you pray to him for 3 days and he gives way, then we shall not fight. The Lord liked this idea. But Lakshmanji did not like it. These are the thoughts of Bharat, that as far as conflict is stopped, it should be stopped. Rituals should be done for peace. Ramji sat for 3 days. In Brakuti Bhang, the one who destroys the universe, sat to convince the ocean. These are the thoughts of Bharat. 3 days passed. The ocean did not give up its inertia, and then the Lord said that Lakshman, now bring the bow and arrow, Arjuna, I tell you to decide for war. I asked for 5 villages, even that was not given. He says that the land is as big as a needle tip. Now this incident would not have happened without a war. That is why God said, Lakshman, bring bow and arrow. As Thakurji took the bow and arrow, the inner flame of Udivara rose, flames started flying in the ocean. Ram's bow and arrow are not weapons, but they are scripture, remember that. The bow and arrow in Rama's hand is not a weapon, but scriptures. You will say that how? Scriptures. How? It was written in Lanka Kanda. Rama has the bow in the form of science and arrow, as in patience and routine. That's why. Tulsidas Ji keeps combining the science and spirituality. The sea takes the form of a Brahmin and comes to shelter, says to the Lord, due to my inertia, I did not tell you the way, did not give any guidance. If you shoot arrows, then innumerable aquatic creatures will be destroyed. King, some demons on my north bank are very troublesome. Give them salvation, and I make a request to that there are Nal and Neel in your army. They have blessing that by their touch the stones will float. And you build a bridge. Now, uniting is Rama's nature. He immediately accepted that this proposal is right. We will build a bridge. We will unite everyone. The ocean went back, Tulsi writes. Particularly this idea Rama liked of uniting, not breaking. Raghupati has this opinion. Which land is the best? Where society is united. He says everyone should be united. That is why God says welfare should be established here. World welfare. That is why Mahadev has to be established here. Sages and saints were called, and Mahadev was established by the hands of God. There was cheering, and God also made a bridge between Vaishnav and Shiva, that he will be my devotee, and he will criticize Shiva. Shiva's devotee, and he will condemn me. They will have misfortune. Narak means misfortune. I don't like the word nark, which means they will not have anything to live. Dividing all is not life. What builds bridges between us is life. Think about the language of Ramcharitmanas. Harish Bhai, at how many places has Ram been honored with the word Setu? This is a bridge. This bridge is such a person who is a bridge, who is connecting everyone, connecting everyone. So the Arti of Lord Shiva has been performed. Since this is the month of Shravan, let's worship Shiva. Today Rameshwar. Today we went to Haridwar, went to Vrindavan, went to Dwarka. Here Nageshwar is sitting, and there our Rameshwar is sitting. From this Monday, our Shravan month starts. There is a difference of 15 days between our Shravan month and yours. So half Shravan will be the same, but from Monday onwards, In every villages, the worship of Shiva with the glass of milk will be done. This is an amazing country.
Bol bam, bol bam, bol bam, bol bam. तो हरि हर एक स्वरूप अंतर अवधर सो कोई अंतर अवधर सो भोला उधर में भजना भोला उधर में भजना भवसागर आरती अखंड प्रकाश जे भावे आशे शिव सनमुख रही गाशे बणे शिवानंद स्वामी बणे शिवानंद सुख संपत्ति हर कैलासे ओम हर 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 कर्पूर गौरम करुणावतारम संसार सारम भुजगेन्द्रहार सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानि सहितं नमामि.
Now look, this is the Aarti of Shiva. How much bridge is closed in that too? How much time is there? The formula of unity is the gem are 3. Now if the Aarti of Shiva is going on, then it would be understandable to be Karpur Gaurav. But as soon as the Aarti is completed, then Mangalam Bhagwan Vishnu and Vaishnavas are added. Vishnu will not become Shakta. Sarv Mangal Mangalya Shive. How much coordination has been added with the Aarti of a Shiva? I would have said in these days in the Katha that there should be experiments in the country and the world, and experiments are done everywhere. But Prayag is not happening. Experiment, confluence, Prayag, unite the streams. Here Shalya, Shakta and Vaishnav have been threaded in one thread. Say with emotion, say God Rameshwar. Not only for us but for all, Somnath, who is first of the 12 Jyotirlingas, is the first to say, it's okay if you put us last. That's why in the story of 12 Jyotirlingas, the Somnath is last. The first one says, it's okay if you put us last. Shiva is established, so we too should do Shravani in our own homes, recite Rudrashtak and do Rudrabhishek for the good of the world, whatever we do. Then the Father, Shiva, is established, welfare was established, good was established, and now everyone has crossed the river by climbing the dam of Setuband. Ram's camp is on Subel mountain. Ravana has come in the arena in front. Entertainment is going on. God broke the Maharas. The next day Angat was sent as an ambassador with a proposal of treaty. There are 3 messengers in Ramayana, an ambassador Angad. Messenger of Ramdut Hanuman. In the description of the spring season, Kamdut has come. 3 messengers are doing their field work in Ramayana. So Angat goes, proposes a treaty that if you give Janaki ji, then we do not fight. Again try to build a new bridge. But Ravana did not agree. War was inevitable. And then Goswami ji writes, in Sanskrit Vangmaya, it is said that the description of war is delightful. The description of war is delightful. War is not delightful. War is not beneficial. But it is written in Lanka and Manas, because then the war is a thick verse, written because the story of war is considered to be beautiful. A fierce battle took place. Ramji opened the storehouse of nirvana to the demons one by one. Come, your sins are over, attain nirvana. Get nirvana, nirvana, and finally, taking 31 asks, Lord Ram granted nirvana to Ravana. Then all the sages and saints were completely surprised. We deity are the ultimate. Rightful but an asura attained. Ravana's glory got absorbed in the form of Thakurji. Mandodari came, and while expressing her condolences, she also praised Ram. Praise to God, Vibhishana was crowned king. Vibhishan got the rule of Lanka. Janki and Ram met, and Lord said, now don't delay anymore. Go to Ayodhya. Pushpak plain is prepared, and Lord travels to Ayodhya after meeting the sages and saints. Sends Hanuman first to inform Bharatji. And Bharat, who was drowning in the ocean of separation, found Hanumanji in the form of a boat and saved his life. The Lord of Ayodhya was coming. Hanumanji returned and told the Lord not to delay. Lord again took flight from Shangvirpur, did an aerial circumambulation of Ayodhya, told friends, this is Sarju, this is that. This that. The plane lands on the land of Awadh, and the Lord with his friends, Janaki and brother Laxman, along with Lakshman, while setting foot on his birthplace, puts the soil of his birthplace on his head. And thousands of people ran to meet Ram, who had been separated for 14 years. When Lord Ram and Bharat met, it was difficult to decide who among the two was a forest dweller. Everyone's eyes filled with tears. Held the feet of Vashishtaji, leaving the weapon, introduced him to Gurudev, that these are my small and big ships in the ocean of my war. Everyone was there to help me, and introduced the Guru to the helpers, that he is my Guruji. By his grace, we gave the position of creation to the demons. It is his grace. Both the things and thousands of people are there, sir. The Lord felt that people were desperate. After 14 years, the people wanted us to find God. God talked to us, and seeing this loving public, Lord Rama was appreciative. God Ram showed his opulence, no one should know, and Tulsi's quadruped.
प्रेमातुर सब लोग निहारी कौतुक कृपालु प्रेमातुर जथा जो मिले कृपा प्रेमातुर लोग निहारी
God took indelible form, the way he used to worship this. Everyone felt that the form in which God met us, and no one else found it, was the comprehensiveness of God, and first of all went to the house of Mother Kaikeyi. God removed the hesitation of the mother, Sumitra and Kaushalya, and all met after seeing this dry body of Janaki. Mother's eyes went full, everything was silent. There has been a great calamity. Yet, seeing this forest-dwelling form, all remained silent. Lord Vashishtaji called the Brahmins and said, "Shall we do tilak today?" He said, "Yes, sir, do it today." Dashrathji went to do it tomorrow, so it was delayed by 14 years. One night of mother love came in between, and a mother's love of Kaikeyi changed all. Don't get late. Gandhiji was going to Birla Palace for prayer. There was a difficult situation, came after Kashmir and Sardar Patel. Bapu came timely at prayer every time. Sardar Patel and Gandhiji walks very fast. If anyone has seen Dandi Yatra movie, they would have known, okay, we'll see, will happen. That's not how Rama's kingdom can be established. For that good speed is needed. Gandhiji does a lot of running. So Sardar Patel was running behind him. Bapu 1 minute. It is a significant decision that needs to be taken. He said, Sardar, speak what you want to say. Do not stop the pace. Gandhi said that if there is a delay of 1 minute in prayers, then there will be a lot of delay in the kingdom of Rama. Own the nation will be very late. The independence of the nations will be delayed. Here the Brahmin said that do not delay for a day, otherwise some mother's love will come in between. Mother's love destroys big governance. The invitation of the war were given, so decision was made. 3 mothers-in-laws bathed the Janakiji. Divine ornamental clothes were worn. God Rama bathed the brothers, and then himself, and the ride of the Raja Rohan was there. And what the world was waiting for, what Tribhuvan was waiting for, that the kingdom of Rama, it came close in a few moments. The divine throne was asked for. Now the divine throne was asked for. From where did the means come? From where was it brought? The royal throne of Ayodhya has the Paduka seated on it. Either remove the Paduka and make it vacant. Then Rama will sit. The post becomes vacant, but the Paduka never becomes vacant. The post change, sir. Today there is someone, tomorrow there is someone else. But the Paduka are eternal. So that has not been removed from the throne. Our saints say that this throne came from Saket at that time. The throne on which God sits in Saket was divine. He ordered Raghunathji to be enthroned in it, the earth. He bowed down to earth, bowed down to the sun god, bowed down to the gods of directions, bowed down to friends, bowed down to the public, bowed down to the Brahmins, teachers and mothers, bowed down to the people. Lord Ram sat on this divine throne of Ayodhya, sat down, giving Ram Raja to Sita and the world. Vashishtaji applied tilak in his head, and Tulsi started singing.
प्रथम तिलक वशिष्ठ मुनि पुनि श्रवणी व्रत आय सुतहि विलोकी हर्षि आरती कीजे श्री रघुवर दशरथ नंदन सीतावर की आरती।
When God sat on the throne, the mothers were so happy that they performed Arti Coronation was performed. In Tribhuvan, there was a cheer, and 4 Vedas came to praise. What kind of kingdom would it be that the kingdom that the Vedas desired to worship left Brahma's palace, and the 4 Vedas came and praised the Lord, returned to Brahma's palace, and after getting the opportunity, Lord Shankar came. Therefore Shankarji Sambhusujan, wise men don't get in between, they come after taking time. Otherwise he would jump in between. But first Vedas come, and then Mahadeva. In our scriptures, there is a combination of Ved, God, and holiness. If Ved and God is there, but not holiness. So the combination of these 3, I call it Prayag. Now Mahadev came in the original form, Baba came in his original form, and the whole gathering was watching who Baba came. And Mahadev stood in the middle of Rama's court and praised Rama, and my Goswamiji wrote,
Jai Rama Rama Ramanam Samanam Avapapamaya Unapani Avadesa Suresa Ramesha Vibho Jai Rama Rama Dasasisa Vinasana Visa Bhuja Krita Duri Maha Mahibhuri Ruja Rajani Jara Patanga Dahe
Why did Lord Shiva come to perform arti and praise? Because the kingdom of Rama is not the name of a stable state. Kingdom of Rama is a flowing state. Everywhere I call the Ganges, and Yamuna Ji a flowing temple, and it works. Then we are sitting here today, so I remember more. Otherwise, sometimes I take the episode of Arti, and I remember Ganga Arti. Great job done, monk. The Arti of every river is the Arti of your God. Such a kingdom of Rama should come to the world. The rivers of the world should be light. Sometimes in Hudson, sometimes they are a flowing pilgrimage. They are flowing Arti, the expansion which reaches to the each person. You see, if the Arti is going on, then why do we give it to everyone? The Arti of the book means that this idea should reach everyone, and it is everyone's responsibility. What do we take Arti? We accept this idea, we are involved, we welcome this idea, we accept it, every single incident that is behind it. There is some thought of sages behind it, behind every praise. Someone's thought, what should I say when Shiva is praising?
Paramayatanam pranamami nirantara Shri Ramanam Raghunandanikandana.
I should pray to my sisters and daughters that so many of our young daughters and sisters who have some interest in music and every art are interested. That is why I request those daughters who dance sometimes, prepare a dance on the praise of Shiva.
Jai
Shivaji worshipped Baran Umapati Ram Gun Harshit Gaye, and Shiva says, "Look how beautiful." Hey Mahipala, God starts doing arrangements. Where did he give residence to Sugriva? Where to Vibhishan? And where was his descent? In the arrangement of all monkeys. If Shankar would praise him, then Ramaji also in the arrangements. Lord Shankar said, Mahipal, "Hey Mahipal, I am poor. Please look at me. Every word, if you sell the entire world, you cannot get the amount of this Brahm word." And Shiva says, Mahipal, we are poor by heart. Bless the poor. Lord Ram looked and said, "O Shivji, please forgive me, but you are poor. There is Kuber's treasure in your ashes. You said you are poor. I am so poor that I love the poor. Please have mercy on us. Jahideen par mekar kripa mardan. I am such a poor. I am the Mahamandaleshwar of the poor. O the one who does good to the poor. I am the supreme poor. Hey Mahipal, I am poor."
बार बार बर मांगो हर्षिदेहु श्री रंग पद सरोज अनपाई भगति बरनी उमापति राम गुण हर्षित गए कया तब प्रभु कपिन दिवाए सब विधि सुख प्रदमा.
Shivaji went to Kailash, and God accommodated his friends. 6 months passed, except Hanumanji sent everyone away and told them that they should be discharged for their duty in their own place. All went away. Hanumanji remained there. And then this was a human play of God, Prakrit Leela. Then Janakiji gave birth to 2 sons. Lov Kush, by the way, the 3 brothers also got 2 sons each. By showing the name of the heir of the Surya dynasty of Ayodhya, Tulsi put an end to the conversational Ramkatha here. Then later whatever controversy went on. If Tulsi did not go to the beginning, then the divine Ram kingdom is established. Some were happy and some were sad. Whenever something happens, some get sad. Even then this illness was there. Some were happy. This is nature of human. But the description of the kingdom of Rama has been done the Tulsidas ji. We'll touch that tomorrow. And we give rest here to the 9 days of Ramakatha. Today's I took more of your time, but it takes to establish the kingdom of Rama is not imposed instantly, who must have sacrificed in history. Then how many sages went and their collected penance. Then Rama has been seated in the temples of Ayodhya, if there is a little such thing. Then the establishment of the love kingdom, the story of today. With the vision of this kingdom of Rama, we are putting an end to it. At 6 a.m. tomorrow, we will start the story. I told you all, today, at 5 p.m. I had said that I would meet everyone in the group, but there was not so much time. So it's better we will meet collectively. Otherwise, I should stay for another 9 days. Sir, our Shravan is starting. Anyway, I am happy, so we will meet everyone. Before I end it here,
हरे राम 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 सीता राम। 2 मिनट भाव से। हरे राम 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 हे हरे राम 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 सीता राम 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 हरे राम 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 सीता राम 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 हरे राम हे हरे राम 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 सीता राम 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 हरे राम राम हरे राम 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 सीता राम 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 हरे राम राम हरे राम राम हरि बोल। राम हरे राम हरे राम 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 सीता राम 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 हे हरे राम 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 हरि बोल। भाव से 2 मिनट। श्री राधे। આપણે વાત થઈ હતી કે બીજી વખત રાસ કરાવશું, પણ કાલે બેઠલી થઈ ગઈ એટલે અડધો થઈ ગયો, આજે બેઠલી કરી લો એટલે આખો થઈ ગયો. અને એમ છતાં એમ હોય તો સાંજે 5 વાગે મળીએ છીએ, ત્યાં ધમધમાટી બોલાવી લેજો અડધો કલાક. ચાલો. नींद भी अखियन गर्व लगाए और हमारा जिया घबराए. नींद यार हसीन गले लगे हरी उमरिया उमरिया हरे राम 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 हरि बोल. हे हरे राम 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 सीता राम राम हे हरे राम 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Pavanataya Sankata
So, the dialogue of the Ram Katha of the 8th day today, this Katha, is being stopped here. My salutations to all of you from the stage of Jai Siya Ram. Tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock, we will sit again for 2 hours to take a break from Ram Katha. Salutations to all. Say Jai Siya Ram with emotion.
Bhagavan priya Bala Krishna, Bhagavan priya Sadguru Bhagavan priya Parvati Pataye